Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Buzzsaiyan here. I'm back guys, coming at you with another deck profile in Dragonball CCG. This one is a mono-unique Evil Tribe Namekian deck. This is probably one of the best decks I've ever built. I don't know if this was done before. I haven't seen it on the forums that are still alive. So I treat it pretty much as my own build. I've obviously based it on the Evil Tribe theme. You know, you have the Evil Tribe decks going on, but I put a little bit of extra twist into it that I will explain. So without any further ado, let's get into it. This mat is absolutely perfect for this kind of deck as well, I must say. Right, turn zeros. We got 3 Piccolo Juniors. Piccolo Juniors are run here because, well, we're running King Piccolo and he's Evil Tribe and Namekian, and I also run a turn 4 Piccolo Junior here, so I can use the evolution trait of the card as well. Then I run 3 old Kais here. These are the backbone of the deck, and I will explain it later why 3 old Kais here are absolutely essential in the deck. It's a godsend for this build, I must say. You can't really have a mono-unique deck without Zunamas in it, so here's 2 copies of him. Zunama is a really good turn 0, if you don't know it, check it out. Then following up on the Evil Tribe theme, we have 2 drums here. It's just a bit of a draw engine. It's a pretty staple 1-drop for any Evil Tribe build. Then we got 2 copies of Tambourine. Really solid stats for a turn 2, sorry, and his plunder effect is of course welcome very much. This may be a tech choice for you guys, but I think it's essential for the deck. Again, another good piece of draw engine. Namekian, so you can use some of the special things with Kami that I'm gonna get to later on. Turn 3, obviously we got 3 copies of King Piccolo here. He's a necessity for the deck. You know, obviously the injury stats are really bad, but there's a way to get around it in this deck. There's actually 2 ways to get around it, so you don't really have to worry about that. Plus, he's got Plunder, and he gives +1/+1 to all the other Evil Tribe characters in the deck, which is absolutely godsend in this build. Like I said before, the turn 4 Piccolo, I think he's undervalued probably. He's really good in this build, especially because he's a Namekian and Evil Tribe as well at the same time. Then I run 2 copies of the turn 4 Boo, just basically for support and for the fact that it can obviously protect other warriors. And then basically the other backbone of the deck, the Cream de la Cream. I only have 1 copy of him, unfortunately, at the moment, but hopefully I'll get the other 2 soon as well. Lord Slug. Lord Slug is an absolute... he's just the power engine of this deck, and I will explain it why in a minute. So 3 copies of him are absolutely necessary for this build. And then to close down with turn 6 is 2 copies of Super Garlic Jr., obviously, as you would expect. A 7/3 on his own for 1 cheese, actually really good. Plus he's got Plunder, Thresh 1. Cannot be targeted by any of the beam techniques, which is basically Galigun, Kamehamehas, all the Vegeta techniques, and just another. There's many beam techniques out there. You know, your opponent can't do nothing with Super Garlic Jr. with those. Right, on to techniques. I run 3 arm stretch. Why I got 3 old Kais in the deck is because if you have an arm stretch and you play with a Namekian, then you get to search your deck for another arm stretch, and with old Kai you can then recycle it back to your deck. So basically you can do an infinite combo of arm stretches. Not an infinite, but every turn you can have at least 1 arm stretch in your hand. And basically what the arm stretch does, it negates target warrior's effect text and special abilities until the end of turn, and the target's power cannot be changed this turn. Because this is a counter as well, you can use it obviously to react to your opponent's pump spells, and you just basically shut down one of your opponent's warriors every single turn if you have an Olkai in place. This is huge, you know, to have that advantage in a game, especially for a turn one cheat cost card. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love it. This is definitely one of the backbone of the deck again, as I said. Um, Obviously, evil cannons are a staple in any deck that runs unique in it, so they're here. I run 2 regeneration of lost limbs. Absolutely brilliant for this deck. It's really cheap. You know, you can heal your user, and if you use it with a Namekian, you get to draw 2 cards of him. So this is one of the reasons why I have Kalmir in the deck. So you have an early warrior that you can already use the draw 2 cards effect of this card as well, and I think it's absolutely brilliant for this deck that runs Namekians and Evil Tribe. And I run 3 Evil Force Organized, or Evil Tribe Gangbang, as SSJ Future Gohan described it on the YouTube a few years ago. This has to be run in the deck, absolutely, because I also run 3 Namekian Fusions in here, and these cards combo so well. What you do is, as soon as you have a Piccolo Jr. or a Kami in play, you basically drop a Namekian Fusion, search your deck for Lord Slug, then you discard Lord Slug for Namekian Fusion, give 5 growth coins to one of your Namekian warriors, and then with Evil Force Organized you can then drop back Lord Slug into any of your teams. So not that you just given an extra 5 support, let's say, to your King Piccolo. You also get to bring Lord Slug back turn 4 earliest. So you can have King Piccolo in play, let's say, teamed up with an old Kai, for example, and then you just discarded your Lord Slug for King Piccolo. King Piccolo is now a 9/8, and then you drop your Evil Force Organized, and boom, you bring back Lord Slug. Lord Slug is 6 on his own. King Piccolo gives him 8 supports, that's 14, plus King Piccolo will give him an extra +1/+1, that's 15. Olkai gives another 2, that's 17. Plus, if you would use an Evil Cannon with Lord Slug, then he obviously gets +1/+0 of it. So you know, you can build so huge teams in like as soon as turn 4 that it's incredible. So when you hit turn 4, basically your opponent's just gonna scoop. They have no other choice. They have to scoop because they're just overpowered in so many levels, and just to be able to utilize the deck to the fullest, that you wouldn't have a problem bringing back Lord Slugs, I run 1 copy of Alternate Future. He's splashable to any deck because he comes for 2 chi of any color, and for a time limit of 2, you know, you can name 1 warrior who you can have multiple copies of in the game. So if you name Lord Slug, you can use all your Evil Force Organized to bring back Lord Slugs into the game. And I obviously don't have to mention how strong that is. So I hope you like the idea. I hope you like the deck. You obviously need a few super rares to be able to build it, so it's not one of the cheapest options, but my next video will be a budget deck. It will be so let me show it to you actually. My other deck that I've built is a Giant A Battlesuit deck, essentially based on SSJ Future Gohan's build, but then again I added my own twist to it. And stay tuned to the channel because I have other good stuffs as well, like a 17th series of Miracle Battle cards from Dragonball Z. So stay tuned. I hope you like the build. Rate, subscribe, and comment, and most importantly, support the game. Dragonball CCG.